going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best users currently in MUT 25 at every single budget. A lot of times when I'm live streaming over on Twitch and even on Twitter, people will reach out and say, Pop, I got 400k, who is the best user, who do I pick up? That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video, and all throughout the month of March, we'll be covering other positional groups. Now, real quick, before we go over the cards that you can use, we're going to be giving you options at free safety, strong safety, outside linebackers, and middle linebackers. And I know a lot of you watching this video probably already know this, but there's a few that probably do not. So let's just cover it really quickly. Basically, if you want to put a player at linebacker, you can put any left, right, outside linebacker, middle linebacker, free safety, or strong safety in that position in a formation where there's going to be primarily two stand-up linebackers, most nickel formations, dime, dollar, etc. You can do that by going to your lineup and going over the specialist screen, and at the very bottom left here you have sub linebacker 1 and 2. This is where you're going to designate the two users or two stand-up linebackers that you want when you're in a formation that has those type of personnel on the field. So using my team as an example here, you can see at sub linebacker spot 2, we have a traditional stand-up middle linebacker and Brian Urlacher, and then sub linebacker 1, I have a strong safety in Kyle Hamilton. Again, you can put any left or right outside linebacker in either of these slots along with middle linebacker, and you can put a strong safety or a free safety here. Again, we're going to give you options at linebacker and at safety for every single price point, but let's start the video by going over your best free options. So at linebacker, you got middle linebacker here, Luke Kuechly from the Season 6 Field Pass. As you can see, this card's up to a 99 overall with Eagles team chemistry. This is a 2020 Eagles team with Jalen Hurts Super Bowl MVP card in the lineup to get that +2 speed there. Currently, all Season 6 players can be maxed out at a 97 overall with upgrade tokens and spending your season tickets, and that's what we've done here. And with the theme team boost, we got them up to 97 speed and a 99 overall. So with this Season 6 Luke Kuechly, you can go mid-zone KO for 1 AP, Lurk Artist for 1 AP, which you're going to have to put Lurk Artist on any linebacker that you're using or that you're going to be putting in pass coverage pretty frequently, because they will just simply not jump or animate the way that a defensive back would or a safety would. So that's why Lurk Artist is required. So again, mid-zone KO for 1 AP, Lurk Artist for 1 AP, and then you can also add on Secure Tackler for 0 AP on this Luke Kuechly card. Your best free option on the safety side of things is going to be another free Season 6 card. It's going to be Paul Krause. You can see fully upgraded to a 97 overall with a 2020 Lions team chem. He's got him up. We got him up to 97 speed, 6'3", and really those are the primary things you're looking at when it comes to a user is speed and height, and he gives you pretty good, with that. Obviously, things like coverage attributes, hit power, tackle, block shit are going to come into play as well. But with Paul Krause, you're going to want to go mid-zone KO for 1 AP and then Secure Tackler for 0 AP. Those would be both in his discounted buckets. You don't need Lurk Artists on a safety because they will animate, but you can always go with like Lurker or Pick Artist if it's a 0 AP option out there. But those are going to be your two best free options. Let's move over to our best options under 50,000 coins, extreme budget cards here. First, at the linebacker slot, we have Marquise Bell. This is a 90 overall high elite card from the Genki Force program. Going for about 16,000 coins. So really inexpensive. Again, with linebackers, you're going to need to put Lurk Artist, and you can get that for 1 AP on this card. Stock 93 speed, 6'3", 99 hit power. That's crazy on a 90 overall card. Tackle 88, block shed 82. Zone coverage is really good for a card that costs 16,000 coins. You get the zone at 90 plus, pretty decent speed and height, and 99 hit power. If you're just starting out the game and you desperately need a user card, you can take a look at this one. And on the safety side of things, we have Percy Butler from the Combine promo. This card is only 6,000 coins at free safety, 6 foot tall, stock 95 speed and acceleration. He gives you 88 man, 88 zone, 88 hit power, and 87 tackle. I mean, for 6,000 coins, you really can't get much better than this. Honestly, if you need a free safety to play in coverage and you have little to no coin, this is also an option you could take a look at. And again, because he's a safety or a defensive back, you're not going to need Lurk Artist. You don't really need any abilities on this card at all. If you were going to play him at sub linebacker and user him, he also does not get any good discounted abilities. That's worth noting. Let's jump up to our best options under 100,000 coins on the linebacker side of things. We have Genki Force Troy Anderson. He usually always has really good user cards. This one, 6'4", stock 94 speed and 95 acceleration, block shed at 86, tackle is going to be at 90, hit power 94, should be good against the run there, and then 90 zone. If you can get any of these guys at a 90 plus zone in the linebacker slot, that's definitely going to be ideal. And as far as his abilities go, no discounts there, but you can get the standard lurk artist for 1 AP. On average, this card costs about 80,000 coins. On the safety side of things, we have free safety, out of position, zero chill, Micah Parsons. So this card, 6'3", stock 95 speed, doesn't give you the greatest coverage when it comes to man coverage, but he has a 95 zone, 94 hit power, 90 tackle. Can't see his block shed on here. And remember, he is a free safety, but you can still play him at sub linebacker. On average, you're looking at about 86,000 coins, and you would not need any abilities on this card. Best users under 200,000 coins, we're going to give you 2 linebackers and 2 safeties. We start with middle linebacker, Super Bowl, Ray Nitschke, 6'3", 95 stock speed, 91 acceleration, 84 strength, 90 tackle, 97 block shed, 98 hit power, and 95 zone. He gives you just about everything that you're going to need. Now, on average, according to MUT.gg, this card goes for about 200K, which is a great price, but remember, to get the good discounted abilities on Super Bowl pass cards, you're going to need the 85, 89, and 92 overall Ray Nitschke cards to put into his upgrade path. Good news is, if you do that, not only do you get discounted abilities, but that's going to bump his speed up to 96, and that allows you to get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP, and Secure Tackler, which is optional, but is going to be 1 AP. I would recommend that ability on a user to tackle all of those tank running backs out there and all of the crazy abilities and X Factors we're about to see to close out the year of MUT 25. But again, needing those 3 additional cards to put into his upgrade path to get those discounted abilities is going to put him a little bit over that 200,000 coin price point, so you'll have to spend a little bit more if you want to go with Ray Nitschke. If you want to go for an alternate option, like I said, we got 2 of them at linebacker for under 200,000 coins. Another Super Bowl card, but it's Super Bowl present and Super Bowl champion, by the way, Oren Burke. So you can find this card for about 190K, and to get his discounted abilities, it's not going to require anything in the upgrade path other than a small amount of training. So he's going to come here with 6'3", stock 94 speed, 90 tackle, 84 block shed, 81 finesse move, and 63 power move are irrelevant because he is a pass coverage archetype, and you can't see it on this screen now, but he has 90 man coverage in 94 zone. So he has all of the coverage attributes that you're going to need. He's tall enough, he's fast enough. He's going to give you no outsiders for 0 AP, not really necessary, but it's in a 0 AP bucket where the other options in there just aren't really worth using. So you might as well equip it. Mid-zone KO for 1 AP, and then Lurk Artist for 0 AP. So I'd say Nitschke gets the better ability stack, but he's going to be a little bit more pricey. Oren Burks is going to save you a little bit of coin, but you're lacking a little bit on abilities. Still a very good card. Flipping over to the best safeties under 200,000 coins, free to user. Another Super Bowl card, another Super Bowl pass card. This time it's going to be John Lynch. On average, about 170K, but just like with the Ray Nitschke, you're going to need John Lynch's 85, 89, and 92 overall Super Bowl cards to put into his upgrade path. That would bump him up to 96 speed. He has 98 acceleration, 88 tackle, the man coverage at 90, zone 96, hit power at 98. When I used this card, he actually played up top as a safety for me in zone coverage, and he was phenomenal there, but he's also really good as a sub linebacker. He has the attributes for it, but he also has the abilities, and that's what's really important, right? So he gets mid-zone KO for 1 AP because he's a safety and not a linebacker. You're not going to need any type of lurk artist, but you can go pick artist for 0 AP, and then Enforcer Supreme is a really good one there because it's the combination of Tackle Supreme, which is like a better version of Secure Tackler, and then you also get Enforcer in there, hence the name Enforcer Supreme. He can get that for 1 AP. Another safety under 200,000 coins that you can use is going to be Combine Rookie Xavier Watts. This card's actually only about 120,000 coins, and remember, with these 93 overall Combine rookies, they're going to get all 32 team chems times 2, so it's very easy to get this card up into the 96, 97, 98, or even 99 speed range. He's 6 foot tall, 95 acceleration, tackles pretty decent. decent for a hybrid free safety. You got 88 there. Coverage is great. 93 man, 93 zone, and 88 hit power, so you can boost up the speed. He's tall enough at 6 foot even. He's inexpensive at 120k, and you can go pick artist for 0 AP, and then your choice of either secure tackler for 1 AP or mid-zone KO for 1 AP. I actually think with those 3 abilities, you can do any combination of 2 of the 3. Me personally, I would go secure tackler or mid-zone KO, but for 2 AP, you might not want to pay that much, so you'd have to substitute out one of those for pick artists. But all in all, for 120k, this does a lot for you. Best options under 300,000 coins. I don't have any linebackers to recommend. I would just stick with Ray Nitschke and or Oren Burks. But under 300,000 coins, there are 2 good safety options. The first one is going to be Team of the Week. I think this is a Player of the Month card as well. Derwin James Jr., 96 speed, 6'2" strong safety, run support archetype, giving you 92 tackle, 95 play rec, and 85 man coverage, 95 zone, and 97 hit power. Derwin has always been one of those cards that you always look to user and have as a sub linebacker whenever he gets cards. He's down to 297,000 coins, and he's going to get mid-zone KO for 0 AP, and then in another discounted bucket, you have secure tackler for 1 AP. That is optional, but with those 2 abilities, I would recommend it. It's always going to be a good combination. And then your other best option under 300,000 coins is going to be Ultimate Legend Ken Houston. This is another one that when I used it, and he goes for about 250k on average, he was a high safety and coverage for me, but he definitely has the abilities that favor him as a sub linebacker along with those attributes. 6'3", stock 96 speed, 92 man, 95 zone coverage, 93 hit power, tackle a little bit low, but it's still good enough for a strong safety at 85, especially considering he is his own archetype. And for that 250k, again, versatility is great because he can play high coverage, he can play sub linebacker and user, but you can get him with mid-zone KO for 1 AP, secure tackler for 0 AP, and not necessary, but definitely an option right there for you, pick artists for 0 AP. From 300k, we're going to jump all the way up to our best users in the game, and I have a couple at each spot here. So at linebacker, we start with Team of the Year Bobby Wagner. This card is not even a week old, and he goes for about 518k. The best thing about this one is going to be the ability stack, right? So 6 foot tall, stock 96 speed, Commanders definitely have one of the best theme teams in the game. Seahawks aren't bad either, and they might end up seeing some free agent cards now with DK Metcalf changing teams. Maybe he gets a card, maybe Geno Smith, so we'll see there. But overall, you can get this card potentially up to 97, 98 speed on a theme team. He also gives you 97 acceleration, 94 tackle, 97 block shed, and a maxed out hit power at 99. The biggest concern about this card is the 83 zone coverage. He is a run stopper archetype. What I would recommend is if you're going to have this card at sub linebacker, you user him basically 100% of the time. I just wouldn't really trust him to be controlled by the AI in pass coverage. If you want to do it, you certainly can. But again, the ability stack is the key thing on this card, because with Team of the Year cards, they get multiple discounted buckets, and the way that you can set this up is going to be Lurk Artist for 0 AP, Secure Tackler for 0 AP, Deflator for 0 AP, and then finally Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP. 4 abilities that are really crucial to having a user out there, and getting all of them for 0 AP is absolutely insane. So that's going to be a really good option. Option number 2, you noticed it when we talked about it at the beginning of the video, it's Combine Brian Urlacher. This is one of my 2 users right now, and you're going to need to use the Combine upgrade token. He requires the power token, but it's certainly worth it whether you use the one from the end of the field pass reward, or you spend the 50,000 coins in the store, or the 48,000 training, because it's just going to unlock a bunch of good discounts on this card. He on average goes for about 550k, 95 speed, 6'4", 96 acceleration, block shed at 97, strength at 97, tackle 90, zone coverage at 91, and hit power at 98. Just all around a very good card. And with that Combine upgrade token, he's going to give you access to Lurk Artist for 0 AP, Mid-Zone KO for 1 AP, Extra Pop for 0 AP, which is supposed to give you better hit stick tackles and perfect animations, and then Enforcer Supreme, which we talked about earlier, for 0 AP. So that's a really, really good stack on this card. He also gets a few charged up X Factors like Reinforcement. So if you want to use one of your 3 X Factor slots on him, you can certainly do that. And we're talking about the best linebackers to user in the game. The best of the best is going to be Combine LTD Micah Parsons. Biggest problem here is that Bobby Wagner was 518k, Urlacher 550. This card is 5 million coins, so we had to throw him in the video because he is simply the best, but also also extremely expensive. 6'3", stock 97 speed, 97 hit power, and 97 zone. Block shed at 90, tackle at 88. He's tall, he's extremely fast, and again, you're going to want to use the Combine upgrade token in this card to unlock extra abilities. And listen to this ability stack here. For the low price of 5 million coins, you can get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, Tip Drill for 0 AP, Secure Tackler for 0 AP, Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP, and if you want to add it in, it's not necessary, but he does get Deep Zone KO for 1 AP, which is deep in and deep out zone together, so that's not a bad combination of basically 5 abilities for 1 AP. The best players to user at a safety level, we have 2 options to close out the video. Kyle Hamilton, Team of the Year, is going to be the first one. Strong safety, and as you saw again, next to Brian Urlacher, he was my sub linebacker on my squad. 6'4", 97 speed. He always has really good user cards. 96 man, 98 zone, 96 hit power, 97 acceleration. He can pretty much do it all. On average, about 520k, which I think is a really fair price to pay for this card. And again, with these Team of the Year cards, multiple discounted ability buckets. So you got Pick Artist for 0, Flat Zone KO for 0, Secure Tackler for 0, and then depending on if you run a lot of man or a lot of zone, you can either go Mid-Zone KO for 1 or Mid-Route KO for 1. I would recommend the Mid-Zone, but a nice stack of 4 abilities there for a total of 1 AP. And then just one other option under the category of the best linebackers or sub-linebackers, best users in the game. We'll try that for a third time there. It is another safety. It's going to be Isaiah Simmons, who I also have on my team. He makes both a good sub-linebacker, and that's kind of where I started using him. And then when I got the Kyle Hamilton, I moved him up to a high safety and coverage, but he can play each spot there. About 860,000 coins, which is a little bit more expensive, but also he gets Flat Zone KO for 0 AP, Enforcer Supreme for 1 AP, Pick Artist for 0 AP, Mid-Zone KO for 0 AP, and then your choice of either Deep Zone KO for 1 AP or Extra Pop. So tons of abilities on this card. You would need the Combine upgrade token. With that in his upgrade path, that's going to boost all of your strong safeties +1 in speed, which would bump him up to 98 speed with the 97 acceleration, 96 man coverage, 97 zone, and 96 hit power. Again, with his abilities, he can play anywhere on the field, but he definitely makes a really, really good sub linebacker / user. And there you have it. Those are the best users in the game currently for every single budget. What players did I leave off of the list? Who got snubbed? Leave it down below in the comment section. And thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.